Hey, what's up, everybody? The weekend is almost over, and my name is Mr. G, your meteorologist, and we're going to talk about your weather forecast coming up for Monday and the upcoming week. And we're going to be looking at all of the severe weather that's been taking place and where we could see some severe weather as well as some really hot weather conditions as well. So let's get started with our first map, and it's going to be the conditions that we will see in the early part of the week. So that means today, Monday, and into Tuesday. And what we have is sort of an omega block in place. We have two troughs, one big trough on the East Coast and another big trough on the West Coast with a high amplitude ridge over the nation's center. So we're going to see hot weather over Texas and through the central to northern plains. It's going to be cool and wet on the northeast, so we're going to see thunderstorms, rain showers in the mid-Atlantic, the northeast, and New England, which also includes the Great Lakes and parts of the upper Midwest, and we're going to be seeing it cool down across the east. And on the west, we have another trough that's going to be bringing some wet weather through the high plains of Montana, the northern Rockies, and it's going to be a little bit cool and a little bit damp across the Pacific Northwest as well, which kind of sucks because I'm going to be going on my vacation out that way, and I don't want to have to worry about any wet weather, so we will see those temperatures a little bit on the cool side across the Pacific Northwest. But I think it'll be dry for the most part for Seattle and Portland proper. May see an occasional shower here and there, but not a whole lot going on. But the cooler weather down across the southwest into Southern California, that June gloom is going to continue with that strong onshore flow. So those morning low clouds and fog will be really tight along the coast. So Santa Monica, Ventura, Santa Barbara, Long Beach, Huntington Beach, Laguna Beach, so down to Orange County, we're going to see those low clouds be very persistent and not break until very late in the day, if they break at all. Some local drizzle might also be possible along the coastline, so if you're on Highway 1 or 101 or Sepulveda Boulevard, maybe Pacific Coast Highway, you're going to be dealing with those cloudy and fog and damp conditions in the morning hours. It may break up late in the day, but if you're in the interior of Southern California, downtown LA, or the valleys, or the Inland Empire, you'll see the sun come out earlier in the day. Maybe it won't be as much persistent, and it'll be a bit warmer with those temperatures rising into the 80s along the interior of Southern California. But along the immediate coast, it's going to be rather cloudy and damp and a lot of fog, so not going to be ideal beach conditions in Southern California, unfortunately. Let's move on. Talk about the heat across the state of Texas and then a high amplitude ridge that's going to be sort of stationary across the nation's center. And we're going to see that hot air expanding across the southern plains and the south central United States. And it's going to have those ridiculous heat indexes approaching 120 degrees across South Texas and parts of the desert Southwest as well. And we're going to see those very hot heat indices along the Gulf Coast and a part across the west central Texas and through where it could be in the more semi-arid parts of Texas, Midland, Odessa, as well as El Paso, Fort Stockton. Those areas might see those heat indexes in the 110 to 115 degree range. So we're going to see that heat continue down across South Texas. I remember last summer they were dealt with that heat and it was pretty miserable, and we're going to be repeating that same conditions again this summer. And here we are as we take a look now at the other end of that trough on the East Coast that's going to be bringing those rounds of showers and thunderstorms throughout the week of this upcoming week. We have this stationary storm system that's going to hang around, maybe drift around into parts of the Northeast and the Great Lakes. So it's going to keep showers and thunderstorms in your forecast throughout much of the upcoming work week, and we can see some rounds of severe weather as well Monday and into Tuesday through parts of the mid-Atlantic and into the Northeast as well. And even some tornado activity could be possible through parts of the mid-Atlantic, and we're going to take a closer look at that in just a moment. Now here we are as we talk about any active severe weather watches this afternoon across America, and they're mostly confined to the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and through parts of the Tennessee Valley as well. We see a tornado watch down here across south central Tennessee and northern Alabama, and then we have a tornado watch here across our parts of Indiana and then northwestern Ohio. This is a severe thunderstorm watch over the Tennessee Valley, but we also have a severe thunderstorm watch over parts of western Michigan as well, and we're going to be seeing that continue throughout this afternoon as we have some strong thunderstorms moving across the Ohio Valley, down through the Tennessee Valley and the Appalachian Mountain Range, and then again up towards the eastern Great Lakes, where we're going to be looking at that severe weather this afternoon. And here we are as we talk about what we're seeing. We see severe thunderstorm warning in place right now through parts of south central Tennessee. So south of Nashville, we're seeing some severe thunderstorms moving toward the southeast, and we're seeing some severe thunderstorms coming out of Wisconsin and across Lake Michigan and into western Michigan, northern Indiana there. So if you're in the cities of South Bend, Goshen, and Mishawaka, you could be dealing with some severe thunderstorms, as well as far south as Louisville, and into the Indianapolis. We're going to be seeing Evansville, not Louisville. Evansville and Indianapolis is where we could see some more severe thunderstorms dropping down out of Wisconsin and eastern Illinois. All right, here we are with our severe thunderstorm threat for this afternoon, and that is going to primarily be through parts of the Ohio Valley, down through the Ozarks, and through the Tennessee Valley, where we can see those severe thunderstorms this afternoon. We have a very likely possibility of severe weather through the Midwest along our semi-stationary cold front in our area of low pressure up to the north there. That's going to be spreading those showers and storms from the deep south, the lower Mississippi River Valley, through the mid-Mississippi River Valley, and the western Appalachian Mountain Range, the Ohio Valley, and into the eastern Great Lakes. And we're going to be dealing with that possibility of tornadoes, so we do have the risk for some EF2 tornadoes, primarily right here through parts of the western Ohio Valley and eastern Indiana and northern Kentucky. So Louisville, parts of Columbus, Cleveland, as well as Indianapolis is where you can see a higher threat for those large tornadoes this afternoon. And we could also deal with some large hail, 2-inch plus diameter hail. It's going to be possible for those same areas, but including down to the south here through the Ozarks, through Arkansas, and we're going to see those severe storms through Kentucky, Indiana, and into Ohio as well, bringing those 2-inch diameter plus hail. So a lot of hail, severe weather, and the potential for tornadoes. Damaging winds could also be a problem across parts of the Midwest today, and we're going to see that damaging wind threat extend from the Michigan border with Ohio, Indiana, and extend south through Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, parts of Alabama, Arkansas, eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, northeastern Louisiana, and all the way down through central and southern Mississippi and Alabama to the Gulf Coast, where we could deal with the potential for damaging winds over 60 miles per hour. All right, as we move into tomorrow, our severe threat is going to shift to the mid-Atlantic states. So North Carolina, so Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte, your folks could deal with the potential for some severe weather. Very likely scenario for severe weather through the mid-Atlantic states. So Richmond, Virginia, as well as through Maryland, so Baltimore, Philadelphia, up to New York City could deal with the potential for some severe thunderstorms. You do have a less likely possibility for severe weather down along the southeastern coast through Georgia and eastern Alabama, and includes North Florida as well, the Florida Panhandle, where you could deal with a lesser threat for some severe weather tomorrow. And we're going to also look at a tornado threat through the mid-Atlantic as well. So North Carolina, central North Carolina, and eastern Virginia. So Richmond, Norfolk, Raleigh, Durham, we could deal with the potential for some tornadoes tomorrow. And we're going to also look at damaging winds. So we're going to see a pretty strong damaging wind possibility and some large hail tomorrow across the mid-Atlantic states as well. So North Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland, and through South Carolina, we could deal with some large hail and those damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour with that tornado potential as well. So a lot of severe weather across the Midwest and over the East on your Sunday and into Monday and extended into Tuesday as well. But down in Texas, we really have a lot of heat to deal with. It's really hot. We're seeing those heat indexes over 100 degrees up to 110 degrees. We have it in San Angelo, Texas, Del Rio, Texas, Laredo, Abilene, San Antonio. We're seeing those heat indexes in the triple digits today and into your day tomorrow. So it's going to continue hot across the Alamo State. And here we are as we talk about those those heat alerts. So we have excessive heat warnings through West Texas and through South Texas and southeastern Texas near the Gulf Coast and the Louisiana border. We have our excessive heat warning, but we have a heat advisory over southern Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, western Tennessee, eastern Oklahoma, central Texas. So Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, Austin, San Antonio is going to be under our heat advisory, and we're going to see that heat advisory out to the west near El Paso. So a lot of heat to contend with across the state of Texas. My name is Mr. G. That is your weather forecast as we start off the upcoming work week. Thank you for watching me today. Have a good rest of your weekend. A great start to the work week tomorrow as you make your way on out the door. Thank you for watching. Leave your likes, comments, subscribe on YouTube. Leave a follow on TikTok. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.